which was wealth, fame, and beauty. But rather there's this internal compass that scientifically does lead to authentic happiness, which everybody here knows. In fact, it's been taught for thousands of years, which is that, again, we have deep, meaningful relationships. We're constantly cultivating our character. You know, the word character is the mark of the soul. So we're constantly cultivating our personal growth and our character, and that we're socially, we're engaging in socially meaningful contribution. So that's it. Now the question is, so how does that possibly lead into a brain-body wellness thing? Well, I mean, the very simple link is that the very mainframe computer, which is helping us perceive all of life, which is helping our body function, which is managing and watching or not managing our emotions, which produces a sense of self, which creates our behaviors and our actions, and ultimately which allows us to have a consciousness, is the human nervous system. So that's my lead-in. And ultimately, when the human nervous system is flourishing, we flourish. And likewise, we're constant. The human brain is like Play-Doh more than it is like something hard. It's very malleable. You know, and if you heat a piece of plastic up, what does it do? It melts, and we can change shape, right? So this is why we say the brain is plastic. We call it neuroplasticity, and we heat it up by acting from virtue, by consciously choosing, by working on our bodies, by eating well. So we actually are constantly have the ability to remake our system again and again and again. It's really a beautiful thing. And, you know, I don't know where this comes from, and I can't exactly remember the context, but you know, the metaphor of the divine is basically the potter, and we're sort of clay in the potter's hands with a capital H. You know, our nervous system is very much clay in the potter's hands. You know, one of the other things that's really clear about this happiness research is that when we really integrate courage, wisdom, love, temperance, and spirituality, these really 5 or 6 components of virtue, I mean, you're bound to be happy. I mean, this is the research from really critical thinking psychologists who've looked at all the statistical research. So everything that we already know and that we've already been taught, well, not everything we know. In fact, let me rephrase that. I think more importantly than getting answers to our questions is really questioning every answer we had. And then what we know from so much research is that so much of the mystical traditions from around the world have taught us, those are all basically true. The core traditions of most of the world's religions are all very true. So then I'm proposing and submitting to you that the interface between this is the human brain. It's the human nervous system. And that's what we want to optimize in part so that we can continue to feel this rapture of being alive, as Joseph Campbell put it. And stress overloads the system. So we're going to talk about that a bit. Is that okay?